Well, good evening and welcome to Quincy Access Television coverage of high school sports. I'm Jim Timmons here at Veterans Stadium for tonight's matchup between the North Quincy Red Raiders and the Quincy Presidents. You see the ball set there on the midfield stripe. We're ready to go in a moment. We were here a little earlier for the Lady Presidents and the Red Raiders game. North Quincy girls won that one in rather convincing fashion, 9-1. We talked about the fact that Don Martin's Lady Presidents were a little outgunned. There were 15 players for Don available tonight. Red Raiders had a full complement of players, wore down the Presidents, and had quite a win for themselves. Well, tonight, a little different story with the boys. The Presidents roster is rather full. They've got about 28 boys down there in the field. You see the Red Raiders taking the field. They've got their 11 out there, and they've got 6 boys on the bench, 5 of whom are dressed to play. The Presidents on the other side here, coached by Kevin Orcutt, have 30 boys on the sidelines. There you see them breaking up, getting ready to go. It's going to be interesting. You see there in the back in the yellow shirt, sophomore goalie Marty Bowes getting ready to lead the Presidents out onto the field for tonight's matchup. Marty's going to be opposed at the other end of the field by senior keeper and captain for the Red Raiders, Dave Regan. Should be quite a matchup here for both squads. North Quincy, coached by Rich Hanlon. We mentioned that the Presidents are coached by Kevin Orcutt. The assistant coach for the Presidents, Andy Hamilton, and on the Red Raiders side, the assistant coach, Benny DeMore. So, should be an interesting night of soccer for these two ACL foes. There's the ball put in play by the Red Raiders, and here they come. In the middle of the field for the Red Raiders, trying to start the offense, number 24, Ryan Keeney. Red Raiders setting up with a 4-4-2. That was the set that we saw during the girls' game. By that, we mean they have 4 defensive backs, 4 midfielders, and then 2 forwards. Presidents using the same type of set here, 4-4-2. Be an interesting game. Here come the Presidents down the sideline. One thing you'll notice, if you caught the girls' game already on QATV, you'll notice that the boys are much more physical and things happen much more quickly. Just a very fast pace of play. So it'll be interesting to follow the action here. We're at Veterans Stadium on a nice fall evening. It's a low 60 degrees. There's actually quite a crowd on hand tonight. We only have one camera going. We'll see if Bill Early, our cameraman, can a little later get a shot of some of the crowd. But a lot of folks who got home early and did their homework, I can tell. There's a lot of students out here watching the game and a lot of parents as well. So Veterans Stadium is packed with fans for this intercity matchup. Moving the ball nicely for the Presidents over on the left side is one of their backs, number 15. I'm going to be a little slow here responding to players and numbers and whatnot, but I'm going to do what I can. Charles Dybod doing a nifty job in the middle of the field for the Presidents. Now over on the right side here, it's going to be a Red Raider throw-in. We talked during the girls' game about how narrow this field is, and that's going to be a factor in tonight's game. Trying to get the ball in play here. There's going to be a call there. Red Raider going down hard after being charged in the middle of the field. That was number 24 for the Red Raiders, Ryan Keeney, getting a call. Marty Bowes, the Quincy keeper, is going to be tested early on here. It's a direct kick, and Bowes covers it nicely. Bowes, only a sophomore, great athlete. Marty's played them all along the way coming up the line. He's a great lacrosse player, baseball and basketball. He's the type of guy you like to see in the goal. He's the grandson of an All-American football player at UNH, Jack Bowes. So it's a little genetics there as well. So we'll see how Marty does tonight. The Red Raiders looking to test him early. Here come the Presidents with a nice counter. Number 14, nice move getting the ball outside was Timur Amerikanov. And here come the Presidents. A throw in by number 6 down the wing here. It's cleared. We're going to see if he goes over and takes a throw again. Nope, this throw is going to be taken by Alex Mendez. Mendez should be able to get this right into the 18-yard area. And he does. Here's the throw. Dave Regan being tested. We talked a little bit about Marty Bowes. Dave's another guy with an athletic background, good baseball player. Played a lot of years of soccer. He's been with the North Varsity for a while now. Solid athlete, one of the leaders of this year's team. The North squad has a solid senior group. They've got 9 seniors here, although they're missing George Ryan for tonight's game. But Regan, one of the leaders of this senior class. Neither team able to get anything started offensively thus far. It's been a tightly marked game. Regan fielding a ball into the 18-yard area. Here come the Red Raiders. Trying to get outside for the Presidents in transition, number 14. And that is Timur Amerikanov. Timur very nifty with the ball. I may call him Tim, and hopefully he won't mind that. But Amerikanov very nifty with the ball. He's one of the mids who's trying to get this President offense going. Number 1 for the Red Raiders, Scott Lynch, trying to get down the right side with that ball, but the narrow field, this is going to be a factor tonight, especially for these guys. Both teams trying to work the ball up the sideline, but we talked about it during the girls' game. Veterans Stadium is not the best of soccer venues. It's an undersized field, and where it's particularly impacting play is along the sidelines because the field is narrow. And most soccer programs work on clearing the ball up the sidelines. These two teams no different, and they're having a little problem adjusting to the narrow field. It's going to be a free kick for Quincy, and it's going to be taken by the sweeper, guy we talked about a little earlier, number 15, Boyd. Regan took that kick, came out very aggressively. He's at the top of the 18-yard area. Nice job. Here's a through ball to space. Down the right wing come the Red Raiders. And very aggressive play by the outside back over there on the right side. Great job of running the right wing for the Red Raiders off the ball. Marty Bowes came out and played it. Both teams early on playing solid defensively. Here's another ball down the right wing. And over there, here's another call. This is going to be another test for Bowes early on. Number 12 for the Presidents, Alex Mendez, gets called for the charge here. And this is going to be a direct free kick, meaning that the player can kick it directly into the goal if he's able. That one goes up over the crossbar. It's going to be a goal kick for the Presidents. Bowes is going to set the ball, and it looks like it'll be taken again by Charles Diebold. Ball's up in the air. Boys showing nice skill here with the headers. Little banging going on there over on the far sideline. Matt Bresnahan for the Presidents. Banging was Zach Deegan for the Red Raiders. Very aggressive and physical play thus far by both teams. That ball goes off the sideline. It's going to be a North Quincy throw to be taken by Deegan. Actually, no, Deegan's called off there. He's one of the up guys, so he's getting out into the field of play. And here comes the throw. It's down the right side into the corner. North trying to set across. And we've got another call. It's going to be another free kick. This is the third free kick early on here. We're 10 minutes into the first half. Nice little chip into the goal area. Bose comes out, slaps it away. Very aggressive play by Marty Bose. Good job. And the President's backs clear that ball. Tell you, Bose again, he is using all of that 18-yard area. Marty playing very aggressively there as the Red Raiders keep him backed up. Nice play by number 26 for the Red Raiders, Sean Mulkerrins. He's the stopper. He stepped right up on that throw and blasted it down the field. Neither team able to establish anything yet. Here come the Red Raiders, though. Just been joined in the booth by Paul Brigoli, stopping by after a nice win against the Presidents. We'll see if we can get him to put on the mic and chat a bit. Here come the Presidents up the right wing. Nice ball played by number 12, and he tries to get a through ball. Regan comes out and punches it away. Great play by Dave Regan. Super job by Regan. Alex Mendez, very aggressive play up the right wing, played a nice through ball, but Regan came out and punched it away. Both goalies playing crisply so far early in the first half. Paul's got his microphone on. Paul, congratulations. Your team had a nice win today against the Presidents.
Thanks, Jim.
I don't know if you'd care to join me a bit. I don't know how much you know about the boys' teams, but it's been an aggressive game so far. Neither team able to establish anything.
I just know they play a lot faster than we do.
Yeah, I made that comment. Did you hear that already?
No, no.
Oh. Well, I talked about it being a more physical game and a faster game. And it's a little more north to south as well. Kristen Cohane and I were talking about how in the girls' game, particularly your squad did a nice job of being patient with the ball, playing it back a bit, creating space. The boys here are a little more hard charging.
Yeah, the skill level is not as it has been in the past, but you know that comes with playing. I'm not sure how many kids here play club soccer, but we have 4 or 5 of our kiddos that play club, and it makes a difference in the skill level.
Yeah, yeah.
Which makes for a cleaner game.
Yeah, the other factor here is there are a lot of sophomores out in the field. We just saw Sean Clifford, number 28 for the Red Raiders. He's an outside mid over here on the left side. He's only a sophomore. The keeper with the ball right now, Marty Bowles, only a sophomore. So there are a lot of guys in key positions for both teams, young players.
Right.
I'll tell you, there's a battle we're going to be talking about tonight a lot. Deegan and Bresnahan over on the far side there. Zach Deegan, Matt Bresnahan really going at it. Very physical so far.
This is a good matchup right here. Ilkatrib.
No call there.
I think he got the ball.
Yep, the official right on top of play.
Franny Doyle's a good official.
Yep, El Khatrib trying to get the call. He's still yapping a bit, but he was right on top of that play.
Franny played soccer as well, so it's a nice ball.
Yep, handled cleanly by Bose. That was number 8 for the Red Raiders.
Nate Scow.
Yeah, Nate Scow. He's an outside back. Who's the sweeper over there? Is that Richards?
That'd be number 7. I'm not sure if that's his number.
No, okay. I'm trying to get the number of the sweeper for the Red Raiders. We'll check that. Keep an eye on him.
It might be. I don't see him anywhere else.
President's playing a throw-in from their far sideline. That is Dan Richards over there at the sweeper spot. He's only a sophomore, generally plays forward for the Red Raiders. So we know he's fast. He's a center fielder in baseball. He was a leadoff guy for this year's Quincy Babe Ruth All-Star team in the World Series.
Oh, yeah.
So Richards got some legs on him. He can run. We're sure he's going to be tested.
Well, you can't teach speed.
Right.
You can't teach height. So, two nice things to have on your side.
Has a retired basketball player who was always looking for that type of teaching. I know what you mean. Nice ball down the left wing. Great slide tackle out there and steal. And coming back in transition, number 13. Now there you're talking about
Skill.
some serious skill.
Yeah.
Jamar Harvey. That was great stuff over there watching Harvey. He picked the ball with a great slide tackle, and then very niftily moved it up the field.
This, again, I don't think you commented this. Nice, should be a.
Oh, he held the ball.
Well, Alcatraz was offside.
Yep, nice job. You're exactly right. Paul was about to say it should be an offside, but Ryan Keeney very smartly held the ball a little longer, trying to get Alcatraz to recover. He did not. Keeney lost the ball. Offside, something we'll talk about if we get a break. It's one of the hardest concepts for the average soccer parent to understand. Basically, you cannot get beyond the last back of the other team. And what some teams do, I know Don Martin was trying this with you guys in the first half, Paul. He tried to pull his backs way up to keep the aggressive runs by your forwards at a minimum, but it was largely unsuccessful.
Well, scoring the first goal also, you know,
Yeah.
makes it changes the whole complexion of the game. Usually you struggle to score on this particular field because it's so narrow, and it's 20 minutes. It's like pinball, but we were fortunate to score early and often in that first half.
Yeah.
You know, they played offside trap last year as well, and we actually been playing well against teams that have done that to us. We had a
Shipped the ball.
Yeah, we had Medford who played us this year. We scored 8 goals against them, and they're a pretty good team. They were second in the Greater Boston League last year, and they were doing a flat back flow with an offside trap, and we just hit splits and walking in alone. So.
And by offside trap, Paul's talking about what we mentioned a little earlier. You just pull your backs all the way up and try to force the team into offsides. Quincy, I don't know that Quincy's quite doing that. Their sweep is just kind of freely moving back there, but we'll see what happens. Is that Clifford with that run? Yep, that's Sean Clifford.
Must be the Clifford family from Clark Street.
Oh, that's the one. That's correct. You've had a couple of his sisters.
Yeah, and another one freshman this year, Molly.
I'll tell you, look at Dave Regan. What aggressive play by Regan. I don't know if he's aware of the fact, you know, or I should say conscious of the fact that he's got a sophomore sweeper there, or he just always plays this aggressively, but very aggressive play by Dave Regan. He looked like a sweeper out there. Great job.
It's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, yep. Jerry Cheevers without the face mask.
Yeah, you have to have some confidence in your backs.
Nice ball.
That was Alcatraz, I think.
Yes, it was. Yep.
A little frustrated he couldn't control the pass after the move.
Deegan trying to get it through, but there's Bose again. Both keepers playing very aggressively, just patrolling the entire 18-yard area, and you do like to see that.
Well, if you look at the field, it gets compressed. And,
right.
And when you try to play a ball long like that, it's just a pass to the keeper. So you really have to, you know, play the ball diagonally from right to left in order to keep the keeper out of the play.
Yeah, that was something you guys successfully did, although actually a couple of the goals early on in the first half in the girls' game were crosses from the wings directly into the 18-yard area.
Right.
So.
Well, you try to get people in the box, and hopefully good things happen when you do that.
I'll tell you, the Stilley sisters and the Malones. Here come the North boys, Al-Katrib. There was a call there. Looks like he could call for charging.
You could call for a push.
Yeah.
Or a hold.
One of the two. He's gesturing wildly again to the official. I was going to say the Malones and the Stilleys. You talk about, genetics and just a wonderful thing. You've got two families contributing 4 great players to your program. They were super tonight.
Yeah, Laura Malone really has been playing well the last couple of games, and Emily is Emily. She's a state team player. I mean, she's one of the top players in the state. So I mean,
well, one of the goals in the second half, she just absolutely blasted something. Nice play by El-Katrib. Out comes Bose challenging.
That's it.
He gets around him.
Yep.
There you go.
That's what happens when you're a little bit too aggressive back in the on the back line, the keeper.
Yeah, he came out, and they were able to chip the ball off to the wing, and it looks like that goal was scored by, I don't know if they're giving it to Deegan, number 22, or number 5, Shane Regan, a freshman. I'm not sure who it was. I thought it was number 5, but frankly, I missed it there in all the excitement. So in any event, they were able to chip the ball away from Bose out to the right side, and then North Quincy breaks the scoring ice, punching in the first goal, and they take a 1-0 lead right at the midpoint of this first half. We'll see how Bose reacts. I mentioned earlier, Marty's only a sophomore, very intense young man, and we'll see how this affects his play, because the Red Raiders coming right back at him. Marty's going to have to shake that one off, Paul.
It's a long game. They got another 60 minutes to play.
Yeah.
It's like in basketball. You never win the key in the first half.
Yeah, I was doing some quick calculating when you mentioned that. Oh, El-Katrib, nice sweep trap there.
Well, he's trying to split 5 players, and you can't do that.
Right.
But no one else has given him anything to support him, so.
Yeah, I'm a little unclear. Is Deegan an outside mid, or is he a forward? Have we got a 4-3-3 or a 4-4-2?
I don't know what they're playing. I can't
Okay.
tell what their shape is right now.
Yeah.
But it looks like they're pushing.
Nice
they
play by Richards. Well, Deegan, it looks like a 4-4-2. I've just been a little unclear watching Deegan on the right side. He's been aggressively moving up that right wing, so. Oh, beautiful play on the sideline by number 10 for the Presidents. Another guy showing great individual skill. That's Levi Boki. And Levi, I apologize. I'm going to stick to Levi because I know I've ruined your last name. But Levi Boki over on the wing there showing some tremendous skill. A lot of skilled players out here, Paul.
Yeah, there are some kids that have some good skills here. And El-Katrib just drew a foul on the left side. This is a dangerous place to have a ball struck from, because you have the whole back right side of the net open if you play it right.
Yeah, we'll see. Now, see, the Quincy, well,
he can't.
I don't know. The D-back should be pulling a bit more, shouldn't they?
That's a pretty good ball right there.
Yeah, yeah. Nice header. Went over the crossbar, and it'll be a goal kick for the Presidents. We're getting a timeout by Kevin Orcutt. 18 minutes to go in the first half. Quincy Presidents taking a timeout. I'm sure Orcutt's seeing a few things that he's not pleased with, particularly in the transition game. That's where Quincy's getting beat. Paul, a little bit more about your game. I was able to talk to Don Martin a bit, and he mentioned that last year every team in the ACL North Division except Quincy made the tournament. And he mentioned, what a tough run it is. You played Whitman Hanson already, but talk a little bit about the ACL and where North fits this year on the girls' side.
We played Whitman Hanson, we played Plymouth North, and we lost to both of them. Whitman Hanson away, 5-0. I hung with them for 20 minutes. It was 0-0, and then we couldn't stay with their speed. They're just so much faster than we are, and their skill level is incredible. We just didn't play physical enough with them, and we allowed them to do things with the ball and got the ball at their feet, and they were just able to go by us on 1-2s or just with quickness. So we'll play a different style next time at our place. And then 2-1 against Plymouth North this past week, and it was a game we should have won. We had 4 or 5 opportunities in the second half. We just didn't finish. And we gave up 2 goals in the first half we never should have. So, but that's part of growing as a team. We're still very inexperienced. We have a lot of young kids I have 17 kids on the team who played JV or freshman last year. So it's a work in progress, and we'll be fine at the end of the year.
Yeah, they look good. They look very good tonight. And hopefully you'll get Megan Therian back.
Well, that's
one of my pals.
Yeah, she's been a significant loss for us because
oh, yeah.
she was playing so well in the preseason. It stopped her back, and she's so strong and a smart player. So we've really missed her. But you know, Carrie Ann Cabral and Kathleen Andrews has done a great job for us at that position in lieu of her injury. And then we had Lindsay Clifford out. She's going to be out for 2 weeks with a strained calf, and Anne-Marie Campanelli's been out. First time she's been back was today. She missed 4 games for us.
Well, she came back with a bang, getting that opening goal. So
well,
for her.
What I told her, we was going to play her for a little bit, just at the start of the game, and then because you've been sick, and then she scores a goal.
All right. Well, we're going to get back to boys coverage here,
yep.
lest we upset any boys fans. Play continues to be a little choppy. Neither team able to establish anything.
Well, there's no short passing here at all.
Yeah. It's individual stuff, and then, a little bit of what I would call bang ball. And
well, you can call it direct play.
yeah, north-south direct play. I gotcha.
That's a style that some people use. Falmouth uses it very effectively, and then if you can put the ball in someone's foot from 30, 40 yards away, then obviously that helps in the transition to get the ball up the field. But most of the time at this level, it just goes to the other team.
Here's a ball to space. Reagan's out again.
It's going to be a corner kick.
Yeah.
He called the foul.
Yeah, he called the foul on Quincy. I saw Richards clapping. So Regan continues to play aggressively, not chastened at all by what happened to Marty Bowes at the other end. Red Raider defense. I was not able to get any intelligence prior to the game here. How are these two teams doing? And who was the favorite coming into the game, would you say?
Well, North was 1-3-1 coming in. They they tied Milton, and I'm not sure who they beat. They lost to Whitman Hanson 6-1. They lost to Brockton by a big margin as well. But those are 2 very good teams. So these teams look like they're fairly evenly matched.
Regan right there to make the save. Yeah, Coach Rich Hanlon, Coach Kevin Orca, 2 soccer men. They know the game, been around the game for a while, so the style of play reflects that fact.
I'd like to see both teams just settle the ball and look for a short pass and then go 1-2 off of it. Quick give and go.
Yep. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit in your game. Kristen Cohane was talking soccer lingo, the wall pass. She was talking about wall passes, square passes, and we were able to talk about some of that for our fans, our viewers. But you're right, there really hasn't been as much of what we saw in the girls' game. I mentioned before this game started, we'd expect a physical north-south type of game, and that's what it's been. Neither team really able to establish anything. Sean Clifford's getting his first break.
Well, you got to have some possession in order to control play. And to possess the ball, you have to be able to pass the ball. And neither team is really doing a good job of that. They're giving it up too quickly.
Nice little cut back.
Yeah,
There's a nice.
There's an attempt at it right there.
Right, exactly. Nice job by number 7 for the Red Raiders, Scott Richards, of slowing things down a little, trying to get people
Right.
involved in the play.
Sometimes it's like basketball. You try to go too fast and you don't get anything accomplished.
All right. Nice quick transition there off the free kick.
And Quincy's holding the line back there on the 18.
Yep. They've got all their backs up,
Right.
not allowing the Red Raiders to penetrate. Attempt at getting the ball to El Khatrib.
Well, in order to do that, he has to check back to the ball. He has to come back to it.
Nice attempt to get it down the right wing. It's another look. No, he's going to go right to the goal with it. Bose was covering the short side, and it goes off the end line for a free kick.
And the weak side was wide open. I think number 20, I don't know who's over there, 22.
Yeah, I saw that as well. We saw it from up here.
Yeah,
Right.
it's easy to see it from high.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
I try to tell the kids to read numbers. If you see too many kids on one side, then guess what? The other side's wide open.
Yeah, right. That's a good way to put it.
It's that long ball again. Kid Sean Melkern on the back line for North is pretty good. The outside right back.
Right.
Played a lot last year for North. And Nate Scow on the outside left has really stepped up his game as well.
Tell you, the North defense really hasn't been tested. I'm a little surprised because Quincy has got a host of skill players, and they just haven't got anything going in transition. I'm sure there'll be a lot talked about in the locker room here. Coach Kevin Orchid will get on the boys pretty well. Can't be pleased with the play thus far as we approach the 10-minute mark. 10 minutes to go here in this first half. Here's the first run down the left sideline. Here come the Presidents, but Richards here to kind of kick it away.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just bang, bang, bang.
Well, you got to play the ball to feet.
Nice slide tackle. And a nice nifty little move by Richards to get the ball outside, but it's going to be a Quincy throw.
Well, on this field, the ball's going to go out of bounds. You play that ball. You have to play the ball to the other person's foot.
Mentioned the crowd tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yep. A lot of students got
Pretty
home
good.
and got their homework done early, Paul. They
Well,
were
the
up
other
there to watch the game.
The other thing that's happening tonight is Quincy and North girls volleyball are also playing on the same night.
Oh,
So
where's that game?
I'm not sure, but it's
Okay.
it's being played today, and so you have people who would probably want to go see both and not able to.
Well, we'll have to hope that Ken Shirtliff is there for Quincy Access Television. Ken's done a lot of coverage in the past, and maybe we'll be fortunate that he was able to give some of his time to cover that. Oh, here's a little break.
Yeah, it certainly was.
Here comes El Khatrib. Good recovery run by the back. Number 15 for the Presidents.
No, Al-Khatrib still has this. I got a corner out of it.
Yeah, it went off the end line. I thought Debo made a. Oh, what do they got? I don't know what the call is. Is he giving him a free kick?
I don't know. He stopped time.
Now
He's
he's
talking to some of the kids in the.
spectators.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a zero tolerance issue. Here come the police. Bill Early all over it with a zoom lens. What do we got here?
It's gonna be Quincy ball coming out.
The official calling time. He's talking El Khatrib again.
He's calling both coaches over.
We obviously don't know. When we cover football, the football official always has a
mic'd.
field mic, which
Yeah.
is nice. We don't know what happened, but the way the official addressed the coaches, I believe it was in reference to the fans that have been removed by the Quincy police.
They're going to go drop ball here. To restart play. So I don't know what the call was.
Goes off the end line, going to be a goal kick. Let's see if Quincy can't get something going in transition here. I will say that it was a nice recovery run by Charles Diebold after he lost that ball.
Right.
Ran down El Khatrib, hung in the play.
Yeah, he had a couple steps on him too.
Yeah, he did.
But it's hard to.
He ran a nice line rather than chasing directly.
Well, they must have some faith in this kid back here because, again, he's alone with El Khatrib down there again.
Yeah.
But Imar's not getting any support from his midfielders. They're not getting up into the play.
Yeah, one thing we saw him do when the ball was in the air, before he played it, Ahmad looked around, and then he played the ball and ran. He did a nice job of just establishing what was going on around him before he went somewhere with the ball. So, nice alert play by El Khatrib. Is a ball that he intended to play up the middle, but went off the side of his foot, off the right sideline. North Quincy throw-in. We're coming up on 8 minutes to go in the half. North Quincy leading 1-0. They scored basically on a mistake play. Ball got out to the head of the 18-yard area. Marty Bowes, the Quincy keeper, came out to play it. They were able to chip it away from him, though, out to the right wing. And North Quincy scored a goal. They've clung to that lead since scoring that goal, and it's 1-0 here with under 8 minutes to go in this first half. Who's your next game against, Paul?
We go down to Martha's Vineyard on Saturday.
That's right. Yep, we talked about that actually. Now that you mention it, always a great trip.
As long as the weather's good, and we've been fortunate every year. It's been great weather. It sounds like the forecast is pretty good for Saturday.
Yep, that's wonderful. And you'll be taking the ferry. No more plane trips for North Quincy soccer, right?
No.
All right, Quincy here.
Not this year.
Gonna run. Not ever.
I never say never.
Nice job in the middle of the field.
Play that back to your keeper. Oh, too late.
Yeah, Richards playing the ball up the sideline. Nice job recovering. I was going to mention number 16 for the Red Raiders, doing a super job in the middle of the field. Mark McAuliffe of tightly marking his counterpart, number 16, John Cameron, for the Presidents on the throw. Good job of playing tight defensive soccer by McAuliffe. Scow with a little clearing kick. Neither team doing anything to establish play here, really, Paul.
Well,
in this first half.
again, they're not establishing possession. Well, Kern got him, but no call because Quincy retained advantage.
Scow, the outside back over here on the right side. Well, he's the left outside back for North, but he's taken all the offensive thrusts of Quincy, who's trying to run the ball down the right side. Looks like Rich Hanlon's seeing some things he doesn't like, so he's getting a timeout here as we're under 6 minutes to go. I was going to mention on your team, we talked about this. You had Allison Griffith over there on the left side covering the most teams are right-handed in soccer, meaning they try to come down the right side of the field, and we saw Allison Griffith do a fine job over on the far side in the girls' game. Nate Scow is the man for North Quincy in the boys' game.
Both toe heads.
You've got that accurate. That's correct. And for those who don't understand what Mr. Bergoli just said, that's a reference to the hair color. All right.
No, Allie played a nice game today.
A lot of the girls did. I was impressed by Quincy, too. The girls never quit. We were trying to, in fairness, reporting the score. We had a second-half score of 2-0, so they hung tough.
Julie Casilius was outstanding for them today.
Yes, she was.
Yeah,
Courtney Hall had some very aggressive, strong runs in the first half.
Courtney's always been a strong player. She was an ACL All-Star last year. And she wears number 2. Do you know why?
What's that?
She wears number 2. Do you know why?
I don't. She was in the program as number 31.
Well, she wore number 2 tonight. Favorite player is Derek Jeter.
Wow. You should have kept that quiet. That was something I didn't need to hear.
Great athlete, though.
Yes, both Courtney and Derek Jeter.
Yes, I think Courtney's a better athlete, actually.
Good point.
It's Courtenay, by the way.
Yes, that's correct. Her mother has pointed that out to me before. I have a daughter, Courtney, who's a talented soccer player and athlete, but Courtney Hall spells her name a little differently. And that's a name everyone's going to get right as this soccer season progresses and we get into softball. Great athlete. Richards with a goal kick right off the right sideline. Immediately expressed dismay to himself as he gives Quincy a shot at a transition here. We'll see what they do. The President's at the 5-minute mark here. 5 minutes to go in this first half. Got to get something going, Paul.
Well, this is the most dangerous part of the half is the last 5 minutes. You're a little bit tired, and
tendency to let down a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or mentally.
Mentally.
I should say mentally.
Mentally and physically as well. I mean, it's
nice throw with a header into the offensive end by Ryan Keeney. Scouter Keeney. Keeney wins that ball.
Nice play.
Comes with a cross.
Nice cross
18.
across. The North forward waited for the ball to come across. If he had checked to the ball, he would have received it right in front of the goal. I don't know who that was, but it was a nice cross, though.
Yes.
Well done.
Or, as you said, a nice cross across.
Is that what I said?
Listen to the tape.
See, it's so crowded there. It's so hard to do anything.
Yeah. Although Quincy oh.
Oswald Kerner made that stick.
Yeah.
And he's hurt.
Yeah. I'll tell you. Number 13 for the President, Shamar Harvey, had one head of steam as he came up the middle of the field while Kern stepped in, and hopefully he's okay. But you're right, that was a clean play.
Yeah.
One of the misconceptions about soccer is that it's a variation on softball and that you can't be physical, but that's not the case at all. It's a lot closer to lacrosse.
Yeah, you can go shoulder to shoulder and be fair and knock people off the ball that way. It's what you call a legal charge.
Yeah.
Substitution number 6 coming in for North Quincy.
Yeah, I think they're getting Mulcairn off. Rich Hanlon right over to the sideline to check him. This is a good job. There you see Coach Hanlon right over to check on his player. And
Steve Moltmann. This is Moltmann's first year off of soccer at North. He's a pretty good basketball player.
okay.
Great defender.
Here's Regan again. Tell you, Dave Regan's done a great job of quarterbacking things back there defensively.
Well, he's really reading the ball
Very well. Yeah. Covering that entire 18-yard area. I recall his older brother played for North about 4 years ago. Might be more, but Dave doing a super job in goal for the Red Raiders. It's been a scoreless first half for the Presidents, in large part because they've just been unable to get anything at all established.
Well, they really haven't, or you're right, they haven't really done much offensively. Here comes another break in by Al-Khatrib. And that's going to be a direct kick right outside the area.
Wow. The official, when you say right outside the area, the official's about 1.5 yards outside the 18-yard area. And the importance of that is if that same foul had occurred within the 18-yard area, we would have had a penalty kick. So here comes a direct kick.
Top right corner's open if he can hit it.
That's where the wall is, correct?
Nice save.
What a save by Bose.
Nice save. That ball was well struck, too.
Oh, that was a shot. Marty Bose, tremendous save there. One of the things that young kids don't understand, in soccer, the goalie doesn't have to catch the ball. That time Marty did a little punch save. He just tipped it right over the crossbar. Great job by Bose of reacting to that bullet.
Who hit that shot?
I thought it was Elkatrib. I might be wrong. Here comes the corner.
Good movement on the corner kick. Nobody on the keeper.
We were concerned to see how Bose reacted to that early goal because Marty's an intense guy who gets bothered by things and could get down on himself. But he's kept his head in the game very well. And I'll tell you, that was a super play by Bose defensively on that shot. Nice, nifty move over in the left corner. Here's the cross.
Wide open in front.
Yep. Regan's on himself a little bit. He was going out after that ball at first, but then he pulled back, and I think he's ruining that decision. But fortunately for the Red Raiders, the header went off to the side and over the goal post, so well wide.
Under
So
2 minutes here.
Yeah, keeping time on the field now. Regan takes a little dive there after covering the ball. Gets up, gets rid of it. He's trying to switch the field a little with that kick.
It's a high foot, I think, in Elkatrib.
You got that call right. Here come the Presidents. Nice quick transition.
They have to
Ball
wait.
down the left
That
side.
ball has to be still before you can hit it. They're going to bring it back and do it again. And that's the half.
Well, the Red Raiders, with that early goal, take a 1-0 lead into the locker room. I'm going to see if I can prevail upon Coach Bergoli to stay with me for the second half, but I know I'll be back here. So we'll be back with second half coverage in a moment. Raiders leading the Presidents 1-0. I was joined in the first half by Paul Bergoli, but it'll be a solo drone here in the second half. And that's something folks should take note of. You should understand that at Quincy Access TV, it's an all-volunteer army, and if anyone's interested in getting up to cover a game, just call Quincy Access Television. Chris Potter, John Caleri, Betty Campbell, they'll field the calls. 617-376-1440, and let them know of your interest. I was joined in the girls' game by Kristen Cohane, former North Quincy player, who did a great job in her first outing. We're going to send that tape to ESPN and see what comes of it. And then the first half of this game joined by Paul Bergoli. So we're underway in the second half. The Red Raiders have a 1-0 lead. You saw keeper Dave Regan setting that ball for the goal kick. Dave had an outstanding first half. One of the reasons why the Red Raiders are sitting on this 1-0 lead. Quincy could not get anything started, in part because of the aggressive play of Regan, who covered the entire 18-yard area and kept the Presidents away from his goal. The other side of the field, Marty Bose, the sophomore, had a very impressive first half. One goal scored against him, and otherwise he's had some solid play, including a great save as we went to the end of the first half. So the teams continue their back and forth play here. We commented in the first half, the Presidents really didn't get anything started. didn't do a good job of moving the ball from player to player. We'll see if they can do something here in the second half. Here's a ball over on the left wing. Little overlap run. Nicely done by, let me catch the number there. It's going to be a throw-in by the same gentleman. President is trying to test the Red Raiders here. That was Tim Amerikanov and Jamar Harvey running a little overlap play over here on the left side, trying to get something going. Here's a throw-in by Alex Mendez. He's looking right into the 18-yard area. It's headed away nicely. Great job by the Red Raider defense. I believe that was, and I'm correct, it was outside back Sean Mulkerins. Sean got drilled toward the end of the first half there, had to come out of the game, but he's back in and he made a nice clearing header there on that throw. Here's another one into the goal area. Regan comes out, but it's headed away by Danny Richards, the sophomore sweeper. So the President's trying to test the Red Raiders here early in this second half. Here comes another throw again. It's right to the goal area. This one's down in the goal area. There's a header. Another attempt at a shot, but this one goes off the end line, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Red Raiders. Regan sets the ball, waves away Richards, and the kick is going to be taken by, looks like it's Scott Richards. Scott gets under it, nice blast. This is coming out to the midfield area. And there you see Sean Clifford and number 1 for the Presidents, Miguel Barzola, going at it. We mentioned at the start of the game that for those of you who have watched the girls' game or will watch the girls' game, you'll observe that this is a much more physical style of play and that it's a lot quicker game. El Khatrib continues his knack. This is about the 4th or 5th free kick that has resulted from a play involving El Khatrib. He's very nifty with the ball. He seems to get a crowd around him frequently. And whatever it is Imad is doing, he's creating action there, resulting in free kicks. This is into the goal area. There's a header. It goes up over the crossbar, and it's going to result in a goal kick for the Presidents. Actually, I beg your pardon, it's a corner kick. That was a clearing header. So we're going to have a corner kick for the Presidents. It's going to be taken by number 5, I should say for the Red Raiders, by number 5, Shane Regan. Regan sets, gets the ball to the back of the 18. It goes through untouched. Red Raiders unable to get a shot on goal, and the ball is covered by the Presidents. Switching the field for the Presidents. Oh, there's a charge, and that's going to result in a free kick. Sean Clifford trying to play that ball, charge the President defender, and because of the fact that the possession was lost to the Red Raiders, it resulted in the call there. Both teams continue to just play what I refer to around the younger kids as bang ball. They're just kicking the ball north and south. It's got to the point here where the boys aren't even really kicking it to space. Not quite sure. They're feeling very hurried here, and that happens with the heightened intensity and the pace of play. But the boys are feeling very hurried with the ball on their foot, and as a result, we're not seeing anything develop. There's a nice little maneuver over on the right side, and another one on the left side. Here come the Presidents. There was a little misconnection. Jamar Harvey and Tim Amerikanov. Amerikanov made a nice move on a trap there, playing the ball. Got away with a charge there. Play's getting a little more physical here. early on in this half. Mulkerrin's trying to play that ball, unable to do so, and here come the Presidents. Nice play back to Harvey. Harvey trying to chip it down the left wing. It's a little too much of that one, and it goes well off the end line, resulting in a goal kick. We commented earlier, there's quite a crowd here tonight. Impressed by the fact that both teams have a full complement of cheerleaders as well. The President's cheering squad over on the far side, and the Red Raiders squad down here in front of us to the right. I'm sure that Bill Early will get a shot of them at some point here in the second half. Here come the Red Raiders down the right wing. Nice play by number 7 for the Red Raiders, but he's going to get called for a charge there, Scott Richards. No, actually, there was a block on the play, and it's a Red Raider free kick. Here they come on the reset. Presidents take the ball right back, and here come the Presidents. They've got numbers here, trying to get the ball over to the left wing to Jamar Harvey, but they miss the connection. Ball goes off the sideline. I know that Coach Orcutt very frustrated. Been keeping an eye on him on the sidelines here, and sure he's a little unhappy with the quality of play thus far. Presidents just have not got anything going in this game. We're coming up on the 30-minute mark. We're at 31 minutes, just under 31 minutes to go. 2 40-minute halves in high school soccer. Another nice ball by El Khatrib, kicking into space. This one's going to be run down by the Red Raiders, but run off the ball nicely. Great defensive play by Ronnie Cruz there. Cruz did a tremendous job of running number 5 for the Red Raiders, Shane Regan, who got a break. He got out in front of the pack, was trying to play the ball, but was run off it by Cruz on a great defensive play. Ball went off the sideline. Here comes a Red Raider throw. It's into the 18-yard area. El Khatrib trying to get his head on it, but he was marked very well. There's another call. It's going to be another free kick. Number 7 for the Red Raiders, Scott Richards, tackled. It looked like a clean tackle, but the call went the Red Raiders' way, and this is going to be a direct kick. El Khatrib's going to take it. Gets it away, and it goes off the side, off the end line. Marty Bowes lets it through, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Presidents. Bowes only a sophomore. We talked about him a bit in the first half, but you saw there a play that a veteran would make. That shot came through, and Bowes, knowing where he was in the crease, knew it was going off the end line. He let it go so that his team had a goal kick there. Nice play by Bowes. It's a little misfire on the clearing kick, and back come the Red Raiders. Nifty move on the left wing, and here's the cross. No one there to collect. I'd like to get the number of the player over on the far side of the field there. Did a nice job of maneuvering. Yes, that gentleman there, Bill Early. Nope. There you go. Bill Early working well with me. That was El Khatrib again, I believe. Did a very nifty job. Thank you, Bill, for your fine camera work. I know someone's paying attention as I drone on here. El Khatrib with a very nifty move over on the left wing there. Tried crossing the ball, but there was no one there to collect. Presidents with some wholesale substitutions. Seeing some fresh legs come in. We'll go over the numbers in a minute, but Orcutt trying to shake things up here and get something going for the Presidents. Looks like we had another push here. I had mentioned early on that the physical play had picked up a bit, and the officiating has responded in kind. There's been a lot of calls on the pushes and everything. Officials doing a nice job of keeping control of the action here. There's a ball out to the wing to Scow. He was trying to kick it down the left wing, but missed the connection. Here's a ball into the North Quincy end. The defense has been very solid. They've played up, they've played aggressively, and they've kept the ball out of their end of the field. President is trying to do something here. See there again, number 18 for the Presidents. No one on him, had some time with the ball, but Besmir Suleimani just chipped the ball off to the right side, and there was just no one there to collect it. So we had mentioned in the first half about El Khatib looking around before he played the ball. I'd like to see Suleimani do that next time. It's going to be a throw for the Presidents. Moving the ball down the field. Dave Regan is out of his goal area trying to protect that 18-yard area. Here's a throw across the middle of the field. Little chip into the goal area. Just missed a connection there. Nice play by the Presidents. Mike Reynoso came up from his outside back spot, took the throw in the middle of the field, and tried to chip it into the goal area. Well-designed play, just missed a connection. Coming up on 25 minutes to go in the game, I should say. And the Red Raiders continue to cling to their 1-0 lead. Ball back into the middle of the field, nicely played out to the left wing. There's that chip again, down the left side. Regan came way out of the goal. He's hustling back now as the Presidents retain possession. But Scow is there with a nice clearing kick. President's doing a better job now of trying to create some offense and playing the ball among each other. Doing a good job. There was a little attempt at another wall pass. Harvey and Amerikanov trying to work together again. They got there's going to be a throw-in from the left side. This is from a dangerous spot. They can get this into the box area, and they try to. Little spin kick attempted by number 10 for the Presidents. That was the guy we talked about in the first half, Levi Boki. Levi with a nice little spin kick. One of the things that Orcutt is doing is bringing up the weak side back or weak side mid on these throws, because the Red Raiders are tightly marking here, and in response, what the Presidents are doing is bringing up the back or the mid from the other side, who's been open on the throws, trying to create something. But North continues to have defensive success against the Presidents. Here comes El Khatib again. Little chip into the left wing area. Covered nicely by the outside back over there for the Presidents. That was, I believe, number 8. Is that Rob Rinaldi? We'll take another look. I may be wrong. No, that's number 6. I'm sorry. Jawad. Mohana Jawad. Another throw into the box. Cleared by the Presidents. Here they come. See if just cleared by Richards. Great play as Amerikanov was closing on the ball. Danny Richards got his foot on it, and in there he did another nice job of stripping the ball from Harvey, and here come the Red Raiders. Great defense by Richards, the sophomore sweeper. Oh, there's a cross. Bose almost tested, and an attempt at a chip there. Marty Bose had come out of the goal and played the cross, and it went to the far side where we don't know who this young man is. He's not on the roster. It's number 16, but he's in a JV uniform, number 16. Red Raiders actually have two number 16s on the field here. One, Mark McAuliffe, about whose play we commented earlier. Here come the Presidents in transition, trying to make something happen. Nice job by Amerikanov, and that's going to be a call there. Going to be a restart for the Presidents. They bring everybody up. Presidents trying to be aggressive here. Red Raiders responding kind, bringing up their back wall. Paul Brigoli talked about the offside trap play, something that soccer moms and dads across America are confused about, the entire concept of offside. But these young men understand what they're doing, and we're trying to take away that back line for the Presidents. Some very aggressive play, just trying to win the ball. Here comes Harvey. Down the left side, he breaks free, out comes Regan, and he makes a great play. Dave Regan with an outstanding play on Harvey as he broke loose. That one, if this score stands up, that could be the play of the game right there. Dave Regan with another great aggressive play in goal, and he continues to stonewall the Presidents. Great job by Dave Regan. Well, little miscommunique there between Richards and Deegan. Trying to get something going. There's a chip to El Khatib in the goal area. Gets his head on it. Red Raiders trying to do something here offensively. Looks like it's going to be a corner kick for the Red Raiders. Presidents marking up. North sets its players in motion. Nice movement toward the goal. There's a nice kick. Well, it was a nicely executed play. They just missed the connection. And there's a blast just off the right side of the goal area. Just missed the right post. Tell you, both keepers tonight, the sophomore Marty Bowes, the senior Dave Regan, have been outstanding. Stories of the game so far. What do we got? Can have a restart here. Little push called on El Khatib. Here come the Presidents, trying to get something started. You can tell that Coach Orcutt talked. Oh, Regan, a little misplay. Little physical play over there in the 18-yard area. And it's going to be a free kick. Nice job by the Red Raider defenders. They set the wall right in front of the ball. One of the things you teach your players, and this is not cheating by any means, but to set up as close as the ball as close to the ball as you conscionably can. You set that wall very close and make the official move you back. The reason for that is, A, you want to stop the kick. You don't want them to transition quickly and get that free kick off. But B, it's just a way for you to get your other defenders set up, get the players marked on the field. So the Red Raider defense did a good job of reacting to that free kick just outside their box. Here's a great corner, and that's a goal for the Presidents. A great corner kick, followed by the header, and the Presidents get on the board there. Super execution on the corner. We'll get the number of that score in a minute. It looks like he came all the way from his midfield spot Number 12 for the Presidents, Alex Mendez, got his head on that ball. Sorry, he's not, he is a midfielder, but a tremendous corner kick. That was a beautifully executed play, and the Presidents finally break through the stone wall of Dave Regan and the Red Raider defense to tie this game at 1-1. Regan's walking around back there a little upset, but there was nothing you could do on that play. That was a tremendously well-executed corner. He got the ball up in the air, got it to the back post area. As Regan moved across the goal area from his left to his right, the header came diagonally across toward that left post that he had just moved from. So Regan had no chance there. That was a well-designed and well-executed play by the Presidents. So they've tied the game up. Orchid trying to get some guys a break. I see Rob Rinaldi coming in now, number 8, and number 20, Eno Laloki. Eno, a junior, Rinaldi, a sophomore. They're in for the Presidents. What a slide tackle there. Tremendous slide tackle by number 15 for the Presidents. And then he gets tackled and turned by number 7 for the Red Raiders, and he's not getting up. We hope he's okay. He's trying to get up there. It looks like he injured his left leg. Play has stopped not because of the injury, but because of the reset. I think he's trying to walk this off and see if he's going to be okay. He doesn't want to come out of the game. Again, this is one of the interesting dynamics about soccer. Yep, he's going to stay in there. This is the Quincy sweeper. Orchid trying to get a medical timeout. He just doesn't want to leave his sweeper back there. The boy is clearly injured. I guess it's his right knee locked up on him. He does not want to come out of the game, but as you can see, he can barely walk there. Tremendous gritty determination by Charles Diebold, but Orchid's going to get him out and get that knee checked. Coming into cover for Diebold while he gets checked out is number 2 for the Presidents, Matt Bresnahan. What they've done is he's going to go to the outside back spot, and they're going to move a guy who's been out there in the game over to sweeper. Nice move by Rinaldi. Trying to get down the left side. He's double teamed and knocked off the ball. Great job by the sophomore Rinaldi. He's got the crowd all fired up there. Rob Rinaldi got the reset for Quincy. You see them on the sidelines here. The Presidents trying to fire up the crowd. Here's the kick. Regan is out. He gets plowed, but he punched the ball away. Dave Regan, and he picked up the call. Very aggressive play by Regan. We've talked about his play all night. That was another well-designed play. The free kick to the far post. Regan came out and covered it, though. He just got a hand on it. But they called Quincy for charging. And here's the reset kick. It's down the left wing, and it goes off the left sideline. We're going to have a reset here. And coming back in is Diebold. Looks like the knee is loosened up a bit. May have just been a bang. He could have got banged on the kneecap and just had to tighten up a bit. But he's out there now, flexing his leg. Looks fine. They had trouble getting him off the field, and Charles is definitely fired up. Now there's a throw-in that doesn't connect with anybody. It goes off the sideline, and it's going to be a North throw. We're coming up, we're under 15 minutes to go in the game. It's a 1-1 tie. These two teams really going at it here. Play's been a little choppy in this second half. Here's Diebold playing the ball up the middle. Here come the Presidents. Broken up nicely. We're gonna have another. No, that was Mark DeLucia, number 29. He got the call, even though it looked like he played the ball first. DeLucia, another sophomore, seeing some time here. Oh, tell you what, Sean Clifford and Dave Regan just had a hellacious collision there. Clifford looks like he's still trying to shake the cobwebs. He's rubbing his face. He may have got hit in the nose area. Regan is back in the goal. He looks like he's okay. But that was one heck of a collision. Ball went off the end line. North Quincy's got the goal kick. Neither team able to get anything started here. Nice tackle by Diebold on that play. Here's a header that goes into the left corner. Nice cross by the Presidents. Oh, got another call. It's going to be a President free kick on the restart. A lot of pushing going on. In soccer, you can go shoulder to shoulder and you can lean and you can bang. But the minute the official sees that elbow or arm move away from the body, they're taught to blow the whistle and make the call. And that's been going on tonight. The officials have done an excellent job of controlling a very physical game. Looks like the Presidents are taking their second half timeout with 12 minutes to go here in the ball game. It's 1-1. Presidents scoring here in the second half. Red Raiders getting first blood, scoring in the first half. But there's been a big shift in the momentum of the game. Red Raiders were kind of playing a protective defensive style with Dave Regan leading the charge and goal. But since the Presidents have scored, there's been a lot of life over in the visiting bench area. They're all fired up. They're doing a great job here of banging away at this Red Raider squad. I see number 1 for the Red Raiders, senior midfielder Scott Lynch, on the sidelines, on the bench and limping. Coach Benny DeMoore is with him. Looks like Lynch sustained an injury, and I don't think he's going to be back this half. He's having some problems over there, so that's unfortunate for the Red Raiders. 12 minutes to go as we come out of this timeout. Teams tied 1-1. We said there's been a subtle shift in the momentum here. It's gone the President's way. We'll see what the Red Raiders can do. Little chip down the right side to Nate Scow, who's been a stalwart, a defensive stalwart all game. That ball was, there was a handball by one of the Presidents, so the Red Raiders got the restart. You hear the fans there in the stands trying to get fired up. It's really cooled off, as we said. The temperature's probably dropped about 20 degrees tonight. There's a ball in the middle of the field. This one could be dangerous. Chipped into the 18-yard area, but no one can play it. Now it's cleared by the Presidents. Here's Mark DeLucia coming up from his stopper position. Mark, another one of the sophomores, seeing meaningful time here. Tremendous athlete. You should see Mark hit a baseball. Well, he just got a header on that one. And he's a very powerfully built young man. Guy perfectly suited for the stopper position. But again, only a sophomore. There's Scout getting the ball up, and they get the ball out again. Red Raider defense has been very solid all night. The sole President's goal scored on a corner kick. Beautifully designed play. And the President's trying to keep up the pressure here as we approach the 10-minute mark. 10 minutes to go in this ball game. 1-1. Another reset here. Going to be a throw for the Presidents. That throw down the sideline. We've talked a few times about it. We'll just mention it again. This narrow field is a real factor here. On that throw-in, the ball never made it onto the playing field, and that's why the the Presidents got the reset. It's a ball over on the right side, and it's going off the sideline. Presidents throw. This is a dangerous spot of the field. They're trying to throw into the goal area. They play it back, switching the field nicely, the Presidents. And there's Regan again coming out. He's been the man back there all night for the Red Raiders. Coming up on 9 minutes. Nate Skow's going to take this throw. No question who's going to field this one. It's in the 18-yard area, and there is Mr. Regan. Alcatrebe gets ahead on this one. Down the right side comes Deegan, but it's played nicely by the outside back for the Presidents, and he tried to get a throw there, but Mike Reynoso, being closely observed by the official, it's going to be a Red Raider throw in here from a tough spot right near the 18. They can go right to the goal area, and they do. It's in the area, but the Red Raiders cannot control the ball, and it's going to be a President's throw. So the choppy play continues, and the clock ticks down. 8 minutes to go in the game. Presidents unable to get anything sustained going. They ran a nice play off a corner kick and tied the game. Red Raiders unable to get anything sustained going. They scored in the first half, but since then it's really been more of a trapping, controlling type play. They've not got anything fluid going offensively. Nice ball by Rob Ranalli. He gets it out to the left side. Great move by Harvey, trying to get down the sideline. He cleared it in the middle where it's cleared by De Lucia. And back come the Red Raiders. Bose came out to play that one, right at the head of the 18-yard area. Great job by Marty Bose. So the two keepers continue to control the area around the goal and bottle up these offenses. Here come the Presidents. Americanor plays it back to the mid spot. Actually to the outside back. That's Reynoso. Here's a chip into the goal area, covered by Regan, trying to make a quick transition. Gets it down the field. Nice job by Regan of getting rid of it, and here comes Alcatrebe. He's free. And he beats Bose. What a goal by Alcatrebe. All started by the great transition play by Dave Regan. Super job by the Red Raiders. Regan got that ball, hustled out to the head of the 18 and kicked it downfield. Great header by number 5 for the Red Raiders, Shane Regan. And that released Alcatrebe, who beat Marty Bose. Bose came out, but there was nothing he could do. Emad Alcatrebe, a skilled ball player, got out behind the back. It was him alone, and he just slid the ball past the diving Bose. Bose did what he could. He cut down the angle, but Alcatrebe tucked the ball in the far right corner, and North Quincy with a huge goal. 6 minutes to go. They take the lead 2-1. And again, I want to emphasize that goal was started by Dave Regan. Great job of forcing transition there by Regan, the keeper. He got the ball, hustled up, and as a result, the Red Raiders, here the Presidents trying to return the favor with a quick transition, but Orchid trying to get a substitution in. He's bringing in number 7, Rory Alif. Leaf's coming in. He's a midfielder, and Orchid's getting one of the backs off. So he's trying to push some offensive, little more offensive thrust here. He's getting more players in. He's going to have 3 backs, and he's going to have 7 guys up. Oh, nice steal by Mendez. Oh, what a save by Regan! Fully extended, and he got his right arm on it. Regan has got the crowd all fired up. Dave Regan, the story of tonight's game. And I wish we had the truck here for that replay. What a diving save by Regan. He robbed Harvey on that one. Regan comes out and takes that one. He made that one look routine. And again, a quick transition to El Khatib. Here he comes. See what he can do. This one is covered nicely. That time, Debode was able to play the ball, Charles Debode. But again, Regan trying to catch the Presidents in transition. He hustled out, made the save. David has made a couple of nice clearing kicks. And that was another one of them. It's going to result in a north corner kick. We're under 4 minutes. They set the play. Here comes the kick to the back post area. They get a head on it. Deegan tried to connect. He just missed. And the ball's going off the right sideline. It's going to be a President throw. Well, if this game concludes at 2-1, which is where we stand right now, 2-1 Red Raiders, the story of the game is definitely going to be the fine play of keeper Dave Regan. He has really led North tonight. Nice job by Reynoso, clearing the ball up. That time he catches his own player. Here comes another. Oh, interesting. Yep, there's going to be a penalty kick here. That time, El Khatib closing on the ball. It was a free ball. Reynoso nope, it's, thought it would be a penalty kick. I thought it was in the box. What have we got here? Nope, it's a direct kick. Marty Bowes trying to set his defensive wall. Indirect, and they tuck it in the right side of the goal. El Khatib again. North set up the wall, rather the President set up the wall, and Bowes was watching the ball, but they slid it out to El Khatib, who blasted the ball into the right corner past a sprawling Marty Bowes. And North Quincy with 2 big goals here in this final 6 minutes, and they take a 3-1 lead. That was a beautifully designed free kick play by the Red Raiders. Bowes was watching the wall. They just slid the ball off to the side to El Khatib, and he blasted it into the right corner. Well-designed play. Red Raiders stretch their lead to 3-1. We're under 2 minutes. Time is now being kept on the field. I'll tell you, the Red Raiders will just be banging this ball now if they can. President's trying to attack. There's a chip into the goal area. Getting his foot on it was Harvey, but Regan was there. I'll tell you, he's making everything look routine here. Red Raiders again in transition. They had the numbers, but the Presidents have done a nice job of a recovery run here. Another shot. That one's going to bounce over Bowes. And is it a corner? Yep, it's going to be a corner kick. Marty Bowes got his hand on that one just as it bounced. And it's going to result in a corner kick for the Red Raiders. Time being kept on the field, as we said. There's under 2 minutes. We're probably under a minute to go. Red Raiders leading 3-1. Here's the kick. It's at the back post. There's a header on it. Bowes collects it. In transition, he's trying to get the ball out there, and he does. He's switching the fields, getting it over to Harvey here on the left side. Harvey quickly gets a throw into the middle of the field. They try and get it back to him. He gets ahead on it, trying to connect with Americanor. But back there was De Lucia. De Lucia continues to mark Americanor. Solid defensive play by the Red Raiders. Here's a nice slide tackle. And it's going to result in a corner kick. Presidents hustling now. Under a minute. Regan's there. He collects it. Little pooch punt in transition again. And here come the Red Raiders. They've got the numbers. Yeah, that was definitely an offside. North coaching staff trying to appeal here, but it's falling on deaf ears. Presidents trying to make something happen here in these final seconds. Richards clears it. Reynoso chips it back. Rob Rinaldi's there. Here's another chip. There's a whistle. And that's the final whistle of the game. And the Red Raiders jubilant. You see, well, our camera is focusing in on some of the jubilant crowd there from North Quincy, but now there you see the red shirts bouncing around and happy. The Red Raiders with a big win over crosstown rival Quincy Presidents. Some words being exchanged here as the game comes to a conclusion. But the Red Raiders with a big, big win. Super stuff by the Red Raiders. As the game came to a conclusion, they did a good job of keeping their composure. And there's Dave Regan, the green shirt there. There's the man. I give him the player of the game as Bill Early follows him through the line. Dave Regan did a fabulous job of controlling things back there defensively. And then he created the game-winning goal with a nice transition play. And El Khatib finished. And the Red Raiders with a great win over the Presidents. The Presidents a little disconsolate here. I see Coach Kevin Orchid rather, at the back of the line. I know he's not happy, but it was a well-played game. Both sides have a lot to be proud of after tonight's ball game. So what I will do here is I'm going to sign off quickly. I want to thank Bill Early, our cameraman. Normally our crew consists of several folks, but tonight we had Bill Early on camera and Jim Timmons here in the booth alone droning on. I was joined thankfully by Paul Brigoli, North Quincy coach in the first half, and grateful for that. But it's Bill and I tonight for soccer, and we're delighted to be here. So congratulations to the Red Raiders as they head off the field with their 3-1 victory. I'm sure we're going to be back here at the end of October when the Presidents look to avenge this loss, and that should be another great ball game. So for Bill Early, executive producer Betty Campbell, and Quincy Access Television, I'm Jim Timmons, thanking you for tuning in to tonight's soccer. Good night from Veterans Stadium, where the Red Raiders beat the Presidents 3-1.